Foles. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson, 43 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bears 14. Falcons.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They're going to look to throw. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Foles pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Lets this one rip toward Graham, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
The Bears take over first.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for 10.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Robinson, incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move. And
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 72 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Lets this one rip. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
7-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Falcons 10. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 23.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
By Keanu Neal.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Robinson with a big catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nothing but daylight ahead.
You know they pay me
the 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Who able to connect on the extra point. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it?
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and
back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone. And that's his safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Falcons 26.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them,